Hey guys, it's Ryan here with DP Marketing.Services. Hope you're doing well today. Coming at your video, I'm on my way to the office. So wanted to talk to you about something that's kind of common on various Facebook groups and stuff. And if you have a business coach, it's probably something you've talked about at some level, but that's goals, right? So a lot of you guys probably have goals. In fact, on our website, we talk a lot about SMART goals, which are goals that are specific, they're measurable, things like that. SMART goals are really good for helping make sure that you're staying on track and that you're actually making the progress that you think you are. One of the other kind of nuances that I'd like to suggest today is two other types of goals. So the first would be what I call a goal that inspires and gives a really compelling idea of the future. Hang on. Sorry. Had to stop the Jeep. Gets you a really idea of an exciting future that's big and it's audacious. And so imagine like you want to be a contractor who completely services your state, right? So maybe that's your goal. You want to be the premier plumbing contractor in Florida or the premier HVAC contractor in Texas. Like those are big, big goals. So I call those a big, hairy, audacious goal. There's been books written on those, but the idea is it's something that's so big, it's inspiring, it makes you want to like get up in the morning and go. It makes it easy for you to get your team around that idea. But the problem with those BHAGs is that they're so stinking big, it's almost impossible to know where to start. So you're like, hey, I want to be the best HVAC contractor in Texas. Well, how the hell do you pull that off, right? Like that's a massive target in one of the largest economies in the world. How do you even like get going on that? So then there's this idea, which is almost the opposite of a BHAG. And this, I'm gonna call this an SBAG, which is a small but achievable goal. So this is something where it's like, okay, it's not as exciting, it's not as compelling, you're not gonna be able to get a standing ovation to a room of contractors in your area, but it's something you can do, and it's something you can measure, and it's something you can know that you're putting a dent in your BHAG. So an SBAG in this case would be, you wanna be the premier HVAC contractor in Arlington, Texas. So now it's specific, right? So it's kind of got a SMART goal sort of idea, but it's got a narrow focus that you go, okay, we can do this. We can leverage all of our effort to targeting on this one city in Arlington. And if you don't know the Texas market, Arlington is smack dab between Dallas and Fort Worth. Dallas and Fort Worth as a metroplex is a massive market space. There's not many metros like it in the US. But to say, hey, you're gonna get one specific little target as your SBAG in Arlington, great. And then as you grow, then you could make your SBAGs a little bit larger, a little bit broader, a little bit scaling. So you can say, hey, you're gonna go from Arlington, now you're gonna go to Bedford, now you're gonna go to Denton, now you're gonna go to Dallas, now you're gonna go to, right? You get the idea. You start scaling that until eventually your SBAG, your next SBAG is, you're gonna be the premier HVAC contractor in all of DFW. And then you make the jump to say another big market in Texas in this example. So you'd say, hey, we want to be the premier HVAC contractor in Houston or in Austin or El Paso or whatever it is. You basically start scaling those SBAGs up so that over time you're achieving your BHAG, your big, hairy, audacious goal. Over time, you achieve piece by piece and market by market by being very laser focused on a very specific, small but achievable goal. So that's something I just don't see a lot of guys talking about. It's the difference between these really compelling visions that are exciting, and you see some guys and big names, you know who they are, and they're always talking about their BHAGs on Facebook groups, and that's great, like that's awesome. But BHAGs by themselves are almost impossible to accomplish unless you are really good at identifying and achieving your SBAGs in the process. So I'm curious to hear from you. Given kind of the market as it currently is right now, given how COVID has impacted the economy and your customer and just all those things, I'm curious to know from you, what is your BHAG? What is the thing that you're trying to accomplish that's big and hairy and audacious? And then beyond that, what are SBAGs that you're working on right now to help you go to the next level? So I'm here. I'm at the office. I just wanted to say thanks again for tuning in, guys. It means a lot to me that so many of you guys watch this and share this on Facebook. So if you don't mind, as always, guys, if you have a comment, leave it below. Follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. I'm going to get to work, and I will see you next time.